And so going back to how you do nothing anymore and just chill out, and you've set up a great team to help with this. What were your first hires? How did you automate a system like this? Because I think that's like truly impressive, and I think it's really cool how, I'll have entrepreneurs on this podcast and they, it's the hustle grind set culture. They're like, I wake up at 5 a.m. They try flex on that. You're actually doing it right. This is what you want your life to be like. You want it to be automated. So how did you build these systems, and what were the first things you did?
Yeah, reverse engineer everything back to first principles of how you want the business to look at the end. So everything for me is simplification. So can we do more with less? Always. Because the more as you scale a business, you get more fat, which just means you've got more things, you've got more processes. Like, it gets very complex. So trying to keep the business as lean as possible, but having good A players in your business. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, because those employees need to buy into you. So you need to be able to sell yourself the vision, the journey that you're going on, and be able to financially reward top talent, and have a knack for spotting like potential. So I was just maybe luck or whatever. I had a good intuition on some really good hires that I made, where I knew they were highly conscientious. Yeah. So they could just get a job done. I didn't have to repeat a task to them, and they just ran with it. And yeah, I'm blessed to have really good employees both in my agency now. But that took probably 5 years after hiring and firing maybe 30, 40 employees to get like a good core team of 10 in that business. And then in my other business, 25 employees, and they're around the world. So I've got a breadth of talent like around internationally. So it's maybe a little bit easier to hire top talent. But again, like not adding complexity in terms of like my time. So I would never do one-on-one sessions, for example. Okay. Because I'm not trading time for money ever.
Yeah, love that.
Leverage is your employees, automation systems. So like I would always have leverage as much as possible in the business longer term. And then it's also making sure you can deliver great outcome or results to your clients, so then you can charge premium services. So I would go into high ticket, as it were. So my masterminds are high price, but also they get good value as well. So they get a good ROI. So that means the profits are higher without the team having to do much of the work.
Yeah, and so you said your team is international. Do you like ever meet your team in person, or is a lot of it just online based?
Yeah, so
like how is your interviews done over like Zoom or
over Zoom? Yeah,
nice.
Most of them are over Zoom, but then I'll either fly them into Dubai now and again, or in the UK for my masterminds, so we can all get together. I do think it's important to meet all of your employees for sure. Yeah. At least once a year or twice a year. Yeah. Whether you're doing an event together.
I think like after 2020, it's brilliant how things have become so international and so open that we can. The producer of my podcast, I've hired. He's Irish, he lives in Singapore. We've never met. Wow. Shout out to Darren. But yeah, from Cork. But it's crazy. But I do think that meeting person to person, one to one, even doing mastermind weekends like this, nothing really compares to that. And so what do you look for when you are hiring a person? What's the main thing?
Conscientiousness, or they're highly vibrant. So
that's nice.
And I always say batteries included. So you need to come to work, Duracell batteries in you, ready to go. Yeah. Like someone like you with all of your energy would be batteries included.
Give me a job.
So you can sense that. It doesn't mean that they need to be like high energy. They just need to understand they get the job done, because you don't want to manage them. As entrepreneurs, we're not managers, and it's very hard to hire good managers in a business. So until you're at an employee stage of 10 employees, you are the manager as such, but you're never going to be a good manager. Yep. You're a visionary, you're a creator, you're an entrepreneur. So you need to make sure you're hiring employees that can just get the job done without you having to motivate them every day. Yeah. That's the first thing that I look for, is batteries included, conscientiousness.
Love that.
Conscientiousness means like, even like if I walk past the office and the light bulb's out, and I spot someone that spots the light bulb, they're the one that just gets it changed or organizes it or sends it to me or my executive assistant to get something done. They don't just ignore it. Because that's lack of conscientiousness, and that trend is everything from an email sent to how they tied up the CRM to how they do everything. So how you do one thing is how you do everything. So I look for that same in employees, like their standards, because you want to keep raising the bar of like the minimum expectations you expect from your employees, and the better employees that you get, then the higher the standards become.